everyone, and welcome to our channel. And today we're going to first happy Easter in advance. Today is Good Friday, so the first Easter for the twins, and we're going to update you about what they do now, how they've improved since they were born. They're 7 months now. If you're joining us for the first time, Chloe and Jamie are 7 months old, and they are twins.
And Daddy's here as well.
yeah, Daddy's as well is here.
Yeah.
So I will leave Daddy to give you more updates.
Okay. Oh, I knew this was happening. Anyway, it's been quite a journey. This is the 7th month, and there's been a lot of changes. And the most significant thing I've noticed is the ability to communicate in their own way. They are more expressive. You know when they are happy and when they're sad or when they want something, and that's helped us a lot, you know, address the issues, if you can say that. Especially Chloe. Chloe's the one who's more upfront, you know. If she wants something, you know, she wants that. And I think Chloe is also physically, you know, more stronger, if I can say that, exactly. Because she's been making moves to crawl, and which is quite exciting to see. And Jamie's a bit laid back about everything, because I think he's a bit like me. He's a bit laid back. He's kind of a quiet dude. He likes to take things easy, and he's not very forward about everything. He only, I think he even cries more now. He cries more. Yeah, and another thing is the feeding habit has been, they're solids now. Yes. So they don't, they step back a bit with milk, but obviously they have to have milk. So we give them milk as much as possible. But funny enough, like, they prefer milk. Like, we sometimes have to whip them up and get them to, you know, feed them. Yeah, give them some milk, which has worked out perfectly well, because it's harder to give them milk when they're like awake now. Yeah. So they get solids, they get fruits. We obviously get bottled fruits and ready fruits. Food for them, but obviously we prefer the homemade food, which obviously you've seen the videos of what she's done, and yeah, it's been quite a journey. And apart from that, and obviously they've grown. Jamie, I think, or we believe, is slightly taller than Chloe. And Chloe's
a bit
heavier.
She's heavier, she's a bit heavier, a bit fatter, and Chloe's taller. Yeah, and also the way they relate to their sister, it's been, you know, I think they are beginning to understand that she's part of the family. So they are, I think they know her very well, you know, and it's also a pleasure to, you know, something good to see. And character-wise, you know, I think it's becoming prominent now. You can actually tell, you know, you can tell that, you know, that Jamie's done this or Jamie's done that, you know, and you can sort of predict what he'll do. So character-wise, I think it's coming out of the woodwork. So you can actually tell that, you know, that they're improving, and that's the most thing. Obviously, physically they're growing, you know. They wear size, oh God, I'm horrible with sizes, but I kind of, when I go shopping, I can work out the sizes. But I think they are close to 75 now, okay, so which is quite good. And as a parent, it gives you that good feeling that your child is actually growing, you know, and that's an important thing, you know. Can you remember when they were born? I think the first dress was
60,
50.
Okay, 54.
56.
Okay.
Sorry, they were quite, not really small. They were born, actually they were full term, so not really so small. And their first dresses the first size was 50 to 56, so now they are in between 70, 74 centimeter. And like you said earlier on, they have two different characters. They are non-identical twins, so
So they're really different in characters. What I can predict what Jamie can do and what Chloe can as well do.
Yeah.
And it's really amazing.
And also the fact that yes, they're twins, but you know, like sometimes when they are in the bedroom and they like wake up or they want to get fed or they want to get changed, you can actually tell who's crying.
Exactly.
You know? So they've got quite distinct voices.
Even Audrey can tell who's crying. She comes to you, Mommy, Jamie's crying, Mommy, Chloe's crying. So it's something you can easily identify. Probably because he's a boy and the voice is a bit, you can see it's a bit deeper and it's really man stuff. So she's small, girlish. Yeah, so very easy for you to tell who's crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, well, the only issue is because the hair, you know, the hair is because they had a little bit of skin issues when they were babies, the regular skin thing, but they got past that and I cut the hair. And I think that was a grave mistake I made. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. But it's growing out because I wish I can't take him to the barbers. You know, I think I'll do it myself because I've got actually when I bought clippers ready, you know, to give him a good haircut, and that's not happened because his hair's not good enough. So hopefully we'll get there. You know, we'll get there. So it's a constant change.
Yeah.
You know, every day there is something new.
Exactly.
So you can really, you know, tell but I heard that, you know, every other 3 months or every 3 months there is a major change.
Yeah.
But we've seen this change constantly. It's an everyday thing, and you know, it's wonderful.
At the moment they're trying to crawl.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, they have two different kind of characters. So Jamie tried to crawl backward, and Chloe, stop it. And Chloe, she tries to crawl forward. So it's really funny seeing them crawl, but it's really nice. What's really important that they're trying to do it, and very soon, I think in 2 weeks from now, they will be good at it. So that's it for now. And I think their weight, Chloe should be 8.7 or thereabout kg, and Jamie should be maybe 200 gram if it's less than Chloe. So
yeah, actually talking about how, you know, their weight from the onset, from birth, Chloe was heavier than she came out heavier than Jamie did. I think it's about 300 or 500.
The difference?
Yeah.
500
grams, you know. At some point, Jamie overtook her.
Yeah.
And lately, Jamie's been a bit sluggish in feeding. So he's not been heavy on solids.
Yeah.
But he does, you know, he tends to prefer milk, liquid and the fruit. But little sister, because he is an hour older than her, and little sister is heavy on food. You know, she had rosy round chicks and everything. You know, and So, but it's the weight wise, it's been like a ping pong thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, at some point, you know, Chloe is heavier, and at some point, Jamie overtakes her. But
she's
you know, they're growing well. You know, weight wise, we're not complaining. They're very healthy kids. They're very healthy kids, and we really thank God for that. And it's also a good thing to tell, you know, that's an uncle.
That's
sorry about that. It's a very good thing for sort of an advice for parents to be. It's also important that you watch what your kid, you know what you feed your babies with. It's important to make sure that the food is, you know, that what they take is balanced. It's a balanced diet. They take enough of everything, and also try to find out what they prefer. You know, what they like, and make sure it's all worked out well in a way that you don't get more of a certain thing. And also to be to try out things, you know, you just never know what they'll prefer.
Different things,
you know, just keep trying out until you hit the jackpot and you know exactly what they like.
Yeah, if you join us for the first time, he just made mention of food feeding. I do make their food, so everything they eat is homemade apart from the fruits.
Yeah.
Because when we are out and about, so I have a bottle of food already, so I just take that along. And you can check out the video. I'll put a link of our videos below this video, so you can see how I do make their food, and the process and everything is really quick and easy, and I think you really like it.
Yeah, it's quite easy to do. I mean, like, it's not rocket science, you know. All you actually need is a blender, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's healthier and cheaper.
It's better, and you're sure there are no additives or whatever they call them. You know what's in your food, so it's addictive, but forget that. You know what you're getting, you know, so it's important that you try as much as possible to prepare your baby's food at home, you know, so you know what your child is having and you can control that. That's a very important point. That's a very important point. And also liquids as well, milk, water. Very important, and luckily they drink a lot of water now. They've been drinking so much water, so that's quite encouraging. That's quite encouraging, and and we've also noticed that Jamie just might be left-handed.
Yeah.
And we're not sure on that at the moment, but from all indications, I think he just might be left-handed because I'm left-handed. And because my dad was left-handed, and he was, and then he turned right-handed because his dad wouldn't let him use his left hand, so he's ambidextrous actually, and so it runs in the blood, and we're happy about, we're not complaining about that though. And another progress thing is they now, you know, they kind of play, or they can play better with their sister, which is, and she understands her siblings, so that's very important for us, because we had at the initial stage she was a bit jealous. I think that was common, that was expected, but she quickly got past that, so she accepts them and she loves them and she dotes around them, so we're very happy with that. And it's another thing that we are happy about, that they've been able to, you know, to accept each other and you know, and work as a team, which we're very happy to see. Yeah. You know.
And also they nap very well. They sleep very well. They still don't sleep. I think he needs something. They still don't sleep through the night, but they do have 2 naps during the day. So I will also put the link of the video behind this video, so you can see how I made a video about how they nap and how long.
Sorry to cut you short there, but I mean, like, talking about naps, and they actually take naps quite a lot, and they've had. What for today? Time now is about. Oh, I don't have a wristwatch.
With the alarm should be 5.
Yeah, they've had like 2. They've taken 2 naps already. So they sleep well. They sleep well. You know, we're happy with their sleep pattern, and it's quite good. And by the way, if you know, we're not professors in child psychology or child nutrition, but if there are questions that you would want to ask, you know, you can always you know, put it below and subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll appreciate, we would really love to share our experience with you. And if there's any other thing else you want to talk about, or is anything you would like us to talk about, you could, you know, say it and we'll gladly deal with it. And you know, I have the whole weekend off because it's a holiday weekend and I'm always very busy. It's the holiday, it's the Easter period, you know, and I'm at home, so I would gladly join in one of these videos and help, you know, share my own experience as a father. And it's also very important that, you know, that as a father that you share, you make that time, regardless of how busy your work is, that you know, take part in your child's, you know, upbringing, and development, because they need us as much as they need their moms as well, you know, so it's important that we make that time, you know, to be part of their lives. So if you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel, like and share. Thumbs up.
That's it. and we'll come up with more videos for you some other time. Thanks for watching and stay blessed. Bye bye.
Yeah, and feed your kids right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
And enjoy the holidays. Bye.
Bye.